Good afternoon, U.S. Space Wolf Squadron. This is your Commander Wolf 10. I'm your werewolf. Once again, we're back with another pre-show until the real show shows up. I'm here with the Bear of the North, Eloise, the clone, apparently. I don't know who she is this time.
What do you mean you don't know who I am? It's me.
You clone yourself so many times, I can't really tell who's the original and who's a clone. It's so, and we just lost Dom. Jesus. The two the two animals from the north and the south together, and one of them disappears. So what to say on that until Don gets back? Other than it's been quite a week so far, and not much has happened except for a mild storm in my neck of the woods. Right?
Sorry, my mom wanted me to put store one of her pictures here.
Oh,
Uh, yeah. It's like a picture in a frame that she got for her birthday cuz her bosses threw her a party. I was asleep so I didn't she didn't take me and I'm so sad.
she didn't take you to her work party.
Yeah. She took my cousin instead and I just want to delete him from the photo. Just go into Photoshop and just delete him cuz he's on his phone.
Oh wow, that's terrible. Can't even look away from the phone for 1 second for one picture.
No, he's not.
One
He's
picture,
he's not scrolling on his phone. He's talking on the phone, which is even worse.
because it could be important.
Yeah.
Well, you get your ass up in here.
But anyways, how have you been? Cause I've just won something on eBay auctions by mistake when my phone fell and it hit yes to like bid and shit. And
Wow.
uh, and now I'm like somehow I got in the books that I've got the whole set of A Song of Ice and Fire books that have been released so far. Well, not all of them, granted, all the ones that Martin wrote, which include at least I didn't. I'm trying to console myself that at least I didn't pay store price for it, which is like $40,
Okay.
but it's not working. Cause this is just like I paid $10 less, so like 30 something, 30, 33, somewhere around there.
Hmm.
Because a whole bunch of people backed out at the last minute, so whatever number I had input, it went through. Like my phone fell in and put the numbers, and I'm just like, damn. So yeah, I learned my lesson. If you're going through eBay auctions, you best do that on a computer or something. Because like what I would do is I would just scroll through eBay, just like window shopping, never
Hmm.
clicking to bid on anything. I just like to see what the hell people were bidding on because it's interesting to watch what people place value in. I
Oh.
think I think that's something that people often forget. Like people themselves place value on stuff. You can't really make them value something that they want to give you their dollar. It's something they do themselves. So yeah.
So you
Um
butt auctioned George R. R. Martin.
Essentially, yes, but like my phone fell. I didn't sit on anything. My phone fell to the ground as I was scrolling, and when I picked it up, it just input a bunch of stuff.
We have back the Hound of the South, Donick Powell.
Good afternoon, everybody. Hope you all having a very pleasant week today. For tonight's episode of the Real Millennials.
You know what? Since you guys are doing the real millennials, I'm just gonna start something called Gen Z. I just need to find a better title.
How about how about overly emotional? No. How about regular Gen Zers? I think I need to free up some space in my
Nah, that's it.
my certain hard drive.
Just doesn't have a catchy flair to it. Cause you got the real millennials, which does have a flary attitude to it, and then Ishi and Kat have the pissed off Gen Xers. So I gotta find something that has a flair to it.
The renegade Gen Zer. The rebel with a the rebel Gen Zer with a cause.
No, too bulky.
The Lex Gen Zer.
No,
The immaculate Gen Zer.
nah.
Ooh. The rogue Gen Zer or
I'm gonna just call it Generation Z.
Xerox Z.
No, Wolf, stop. It's getting worse.
Well, you asked me.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Renegade Generation X like has a more appeal than say. Or how about this generation? How about this Generation Z, the Renegade stuff.
Or or hot Gen Z. Or how not to be a Gen Zer.
No, stop.
Yeah, go with how not to be a Gen Zer, and you be the exact opposite of what Gen Zer is usually stereotyped as.
I mean, he's got a point.
It's got a very subversive title to it. Like people will be flocking to due to the title saying like, oh, how do you not be a Gen Zer? And Eloise can simply respond, just be like, just be me.
Or in other words, just be yourself instead of following trends, kind of like most Gen Zers have done.
And whenever I figure out Adobe Premiere, I'll make you an opening title that's gonna look like Daria's opening, and it's just you at the volleyball court, and a freaking volleyball pass by you, and you just throw your hand out, putting little to no effort into the game. In one shot, you put your hands up, it flies past you. The next shot, you don't put your hands up, and the ball bounces off your head, and you shrug afterwards. I kid, Louise. Yeah, how not to be a Gen Zer. If anything else fails, like you can always count on the dumbass Gen Zers to come in and try to out argue you in the chat.
I could just call it Z Gen. Put it backwards.
There you go. Z Gen, Zen Gen.
No. Keep it simple.
That is simple. There's too much dark. There's too much dead air right now. We need to start saying something. And William's with us. Hey, William. Come on, pre-shows are supposed to hype everybody up to psych people up for the real show
Yeah.
tonight.
Oh, by the way, Elise, I saw your post like under Peter Tomato's channel.
What the hell is DRM?
DRM.
Uh, what the hell is DRM? Well, let me
Who
look it
said
up.
that?
Oh no, it's because I was I was reinstalling WaterFox. Oh fuck this shit! I'm just gonna delete it. If that's how they're gonna be.
Yeah, you so damn verbally aggressive.
Sorry, it's just DRMs are freaking messed up, bro. Digital rights management is the management of legal access to digital content. Various tools or technologies, protections, measures, TPM, and like access control technologies can restrict the use of proprietary hardware and copyrighted works. Okay, so no, I'm not gonna use you at all, Waterfox.
There's a water fox now.
I mean, I was
Since
using it because YouTube doesn't have any conflicts with this browser at all. Because with the whole what should I call it? Am I still logged in? Oh yeah, I still am.
so how was that for nothing cast from Ishii?
That was a good show.
I really liked it. Really like what they had to say, even though they kind of brought up some old school points that still keep on giving. I never
I'm
stop hearing.
just,
I
I'm
never get
just.
tired of hearing
Oh,
Kat talk about failed plastic surgery and her takes on plastic surgery. But what are you gonna say, Eloise? Sorry.
oh no, I was gonna say I'm glad to hear that Pete decided to have Ishii on because
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, you already made his decision?
yeah, Pete he reached out to Ishii and let them know that he'll have
it's
Ishiro
scheduled.
on, yeah, scheduled for September, and then Kat will be scheduled for October.
Oh, nice. Well, although Ishiro and Kat are a husband and wife duo in writing.
Yeah, I think what's gonna happen is I- uh Ishii and Pete are gonna discuss, making things, and then because Pete has also done editing, he's the editor of Alterna. He's gonna discuss editing with Kat. I think that's what's gonna happen, but I'm only really guessing here.
Right.
All right.
Hope you're doing well, Elric.
What says
Just
he?
just don't crash into anything, please. Keep your eyes on the road.
I'm sure he will walk away from it just fine.
Yep,
We've been on
I think
for 14 minutes already.
he's seen worse. I don't know. I'm just trying to come up with a topic, but I'm kind of conflicted about continuing to use WaterFox now because they have DRM.
Mm,
Hmm.
Like, it's just no point of using this shit anymore. Like, the only right side to it is at least YouTube doesn't have conflict with it. Probably because it doesn't have any ad blocks,
Oh yeah.
and lately YouTube's been logging people out of their web browsers if they have ad block. Like it runs scripts that log you out. Like as soon as you close the window. I don't know if any of you guys have been experiencing that. Also, Chrome has barred the use of ad block in its web browser.
Seriously?
Yep,
I don't use Chrome anyways.
I don't either. It's too heavy on my computer. I rather just use Brave.
Yeah, that
Br-
is a that is the downside to Chrome. Chrome is too fucking expensive. And I'm saying that on how much it loads up, how much it really takes a while, like almost like 30 minutes to search something on it. It's a bitch to really work with. I was like, fuck this. I'm sticking to Firefox. At least with Firefox, I know what I'm getting when I over abuse it and push it. It crashes for sure. But Chrome, man, supposedly the better browser, takes its sweet ass time. And I'm sitting here wondering, just how much RAM do I need for this shit to function properly? To really cause I've used Chrome on other computers and that shit works just fine. I was like, man, I talked to my friends about this shit. Like, man, I can never get this shit to run properly on my damn computers, on my laptops and shit. That's probably why it's not laptop friendly.
Yeah, I remember. I remember like never using my Google Chrome, but like most of the time after it was given to me as a Christmas gift from my soon to be official stepdad. However, after some reoccurring computer issues, I went back to using the Dell laptop. However, I think However, after like some previous conversations with regards to like what kind of like features like the updates would give to Dell, I didn't update it because of that. I listened to like Eloise and other suggestions like about the
Oh,
state.
by the way, have you guys heard that Ripa is being sued by a church of all things?
Ironic.
It's because like the superhero has a cross on his belt, but
What?
essentially, the International School of Ministries is suing Eric July and Dave Al over and the company, the Ripaverse company, over their superhero comic being called ISOM because they use a similar word. But like the International School of Ministry uses ISOM as an acronym for their organization, while ISOM the comic is a comic, but it's like two different territories. Like they're not treading on anybody
Somebody
by
wants money.
existing. Yeah, and I'm thinking, look, your religion is having enough trouble as it
Also,
is. Do you
not
really
an
want to add more to this? Why can't you
abbreviation
take the free promo?
of
More people are going
anything.
to be looking up ISOM. They'll stumble upon your organization while they're doing so as well. Like nobody's going to look up your acronym like they will a comic. I'm sorry. It just doesn't make sense.
It really doesn't.
Yeah.
But people are dumb. People are dumb.
That's very stupid. Doing Eric and his company because the character of Iceland, Avery has a symbol shown that resembles a cross.
church suing a guy who writes comic books or and talk about comic books.
Yep.
I don't get it sometimes.
Yep.
I mean, I kind of do, but like, but why though? I'm playing Godfall. In case of why you guys noticing that I'm
Uh,
being very kind of quiet.
Here's what I posted on Twitter. I think Ripa should be able to win this lawsuit. They're two different things. One is an acronym and the other is a comic, two different realms.
I hope they drop it. Actually,
I mean, I think this controversy will only help Eric more.
give them more publicity. Yeah,
Yep.
bro says, have any of you seen the new Robin Hood TV poster? Let me go ahead and look that up. Is it spelled
No,
just like that?
well,
What?
I haven't seen the poster myself. So, but when I saw the spelling, I actually recognized it from one of the spin-off titles of Grim Fairy Tales from Peanuts ago.
Damn,
Is
I'm
this
so
where?
glad. Oh, I was gonna say, I'm so glad for this new desk. I can just, like, hit the light that came attached to it and it works.
Oh my goodness!
What happened?
What the fuck is? Let me read this shit. Follows Robin Loxley and anti-authoritarian mask hip-hop band, The Hood, as they call out
Uh,
injustices and fight for
oh
freedom
no.
and equality in the city of New Nottingham.
No, it's a modern retelling. This is gonna be shit, bro.
Black female too, as Robin of Loxley.
No.
Uh, okay, so
No, this is
okay,
just as
so
cringe
for
as
the
that
TV
Disney
show,
movie called Rags, which was a modern retelling of Cinderella. Is
Oh
just
god.
as cringe.
So who's Maid Marian? There's a girl, one of the actresses playing a character called Much. Okay, Lil Jon is still a guy. I bet you he's tall and he's black, yes. Some lady name that's gonna be called Udai. Tressie. She's got
Is it
of course,
is it
of course,
British?
you're gonna give her a fucking sister.
Is it British?
It's gotta be because it says New Nottingham. Oh, and the sheriff is a girl too, a white girl.
Yep, because you can't have the villains be guys of, you know, of different sorts. It's all gotta be the whites.
I don't like how they flipped the name of Prince John. They gave him John Prince, and he's gonna apparently he's gonna have a brother named Chet Prince. Elmore Madison.
I'm just
Oh,
hoping it's not Disney. It's just British
so
stuff.
hold up. How you explain King
British things.
Richard and Prince John if Prince John's white and Richard, now named Lionheart here, is black? How you explain that?
It's definitely British. I don't
I
even
sure as
know.
hell ain't gonna. Well, I'm sure as hell ain't gonna watch this shit.
This is just as
Oh
bad as when
my
they
goodness. She's got a suit on that says Mikey or Mike. Oh my goodness. Y'all are man. The-
do you have any visual references to show to the audience?
Hang on. Holy. Oh my goodness.
What I'm hearing, it sounds like a perversion of Robin Hood.
it
It
is.
well, the thing is, it's not Robin Hood. It's
It's a
something
modern retelling.
masquerading.
That's what they're doing. They're just modern. I've just seen so many of these
I've
books that have
seen.
come out lately that's modern retellings of this or that
I
because they can't write anything original. And all it does is does this. This is what you end up with now. I guarantee you that a whole bunch of movies that are going to be coming out from Britain of late, they're just going to be modern retellings of their old stories.
I can't even find this poster on Being Images. I can't even find it.
I don't
Only thing I
know.
can,
Is it
only thing I can,
hold up?
only thing I
Is it
got
from
is
Britain though? That's what I want to know. Because that's the only way this could still be coming out. If it's from Hollywood, then it's definitely going to be shelved right now. Probably won't even see the light of
one
day,
way to
but
find
people
out.
are still talking about it because they probably the people that are talking about it, the ones online, not us, but whoever, they probably want to make it a reality, so that's why it's getting publicity.
I got nothing on good old Wikipedia. Nothing here. Let me see
I
on
wish that all that
IMDb.
money that was done to do that remake of no, done to do that story about Anne Boleyn where she's race swapped. I wish all that money could have gone to like giving us the story of like Victoria's goddaughter, which was way more interesting. Come on, people. Like I want to know what happened to Victoria's goddaughter. Like why can't you put the funds for something more interesting? And to anybody wondering, Victoria Queen Victoria's goddaughter was someone who was rescued from a slave ship, like a little girl that was rescued from a slave ship. It's like one of the things that motivated Victoria to like spend a lot of the crown's money to end slavery. Like she funded that shit. And the crown continued to fund that for generations until Queen Elizabeth II's reign. So you guys can't tell me that the Brits, like everyone Brit is bad because of slavery and shit, cuz that was the merchants doing that shit. It's the Brit, like the average Briton didn't have anything to do with it. I just want to get that out there. Like
Oh, this motherfucker.
but yeah, it's oh man.
It's directed by somebody that goes by the name of Director X.
Probably a stage name.
It is. He directed music videos.
Okay.
Oh, look at him. He looks like a Nancy. Director X. Formerly known as Lil X. Ooh, he worked
Feldy,
with
you better give
Hype
me some
Williams.
lobster. Send it to me in a box.
Holy shit, he worked with Hype Williams.
Alright, never mind. You need to eat that meal yourself. You better not leave anything.
Why are you
Says,
bullying that Negro?
cause I'm jealous he can afford lobster, but I can't. I'm just joking. I actually don't know the price of lobster, but I've seen it so many times in like really fancy places, which is kind of ironic because lobster used to be the meal of the lower classes, but then after the Industrial Revolution and World War II, it became the fancy meal.
Well, you got you on a roll today.
I'm just saying whatever comes to my mind.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah, because like we need some audio here since you said it was dead air. I gotta keep the ball rolling.
I was hoping a full fucking house, but half our members are not fucking here. What's their excuse? I mean, Marty's easily forgiven because she's actually a busy woman. But Final said he was going to be here.
Oh, for anybody who hasn't seen Naruto, by the way, the first part one of the anime is on YouTube, and it's approved by Viz Media, which I can't even watch on Waterfox, and it's because of that damn DRM thing. Like, hey, Viz Media was given permission by the Japanese to put Naruto on the air on YouTube. So I should be able to watch this no problem at all. But no, Waterfox cannot handle it. So yeah, as of right now, I have a negative review of Waterfox. So people, if you're looking for an alternative web browser, just stick to Brave and Vivaldi.
I died for once.
I've been trying to make
African Snake 12D.
Toddy.
Hey, that's what it.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say that I was trying to make what web browser was it? Damn, I can't even remember now. Oh, I've been trying to make LibreWolf work, but it just doesn't work with YouTube. Every single time it just deletes YouTube from my browser as soon as I close it. So I'm probably gonna have to try it again. It's a pain to make work.
Come to me and die. Be fallen on my hammer!
So how was your lobster?
He ate Jordan
He,
Peterson.
he's probably sleeping at
Oh
the moment.
no, poor Peterson. He, but I'm sure everybody else would think he had it coming.
I'm sure he. I'm sure he. I'm sure his knowledge add on to Tuwale.
Peterson was like, "I trusted you, 12. How could you do this to me? Especially after I
Nah,
sent
he
you
would
my
say,
collection of
"You
books,
didn't clean your room."
autographed."
He would say, "You didn't clean your room,
Oh man, that would be
Buckaroo."
funny. That would be funny if those were Peterson's last words to the psycho that kills him.
Oh, okay.
I need to make that into a web comic, like the ones that George Alexopoulos does,
Uh huh.
and just be like,
Yo,
"You
thanks.
didn't clean your
Thank you.
room."
Yes, well, listen. Hey, just because I ate lobster does not mean that I ate Dr. Jordan Peterson. That's disgusting. I'm
That
not a
motherfucker
cannibal,
could.
okay? I know,
So
because
does
I was
this mean
inside
you're
a.
part lobster too? Oh wait, no, I got this wrong. So wait, does this mean Jordan Peterson isn't part lobster? There.
Lobster. I wanted to try because I haven't tried it in the last like 10 years,
Yeah, it's good. You should
and
treat yourself,
yeah,
especially
and
after
I
everything
wanted
that's
to.
happened.
Yeah, and I wanted to see if I'm allergic to it or not. Nope, I'm not allergic.
I love lobster.
Yeah,
So you
it
can't
tastes
eat
so
shrimp?
good. No, it's just my the edges of my lips just feel tingly a little bit. That's it.
Oh yeah, that's how I get when I eat kiwi. I have to When I eat kiwi, I have to peel off the skin, or else I'm just gonna get like a reaction to it on my lips.
Hmm, that's weird. Kiwi. I'm gonna change my headset, so just give me a second. I'll put the wired one because at least I can hear you better.
Mhm.
Just give me a second. I'll mute. I'll be back.
All right, all right, Dom. I'm just gonna say this: you gotta add an avatar to your to the StreamYard. You as well, Tweldy.
Yeah, y'all are blank motherfuckers.
I think that should be basic StreamYard etiquette. Just add an icon to it.
Throw an icon on that what? Throw an icon on that what? I see a blank face on his screen. Said throw an icon on that what?
Imagine if I don't know why I'm thinking this, but just imagine if Martin Luther King was a rapper.
Well, go to Epic Rap Battles of History. You'll see what he looked like if he was a rapper.
Oh yeah, I remember they did an episode on that.
Yep, with Mahatma Gandhi. And we lost Willie. He'll be back,
I remember
hopefully.
that they came back because I remember rap battles had stopped at some point, but the
Yeah.
dude decided to come back, so he's uploading again.
Yeah, and he stopped again.
Oh damn it! Come on, bro. I'm
I like
guessing
the
he did
Element
it.
Eve one.
I'm guessing he did that again. He probably only did it to renew the monetization.
Could
Because
be.
now what YouTube does now is if you stop uploading, they stop monetizing you. You don't have evergreen content unless you can make some new content that gets views.
Gonna knock a food down like that. Wow, he just fell down before I even hit him. Oh, it's because the time ran out. Okay. It says survive until the time runs out, apparently. And
I'm
they
so
just dropped
glad I
dead.
found this image of my icon because I think it just embodies me perfectly.
I just suggested to you Yomiko Reedman.
I know you suggested it and I had other images of her, but I found this one and I think it's the perfect one.
That's the opening of the episode.
The first episode, I need to watch it. That way I won't be caught off guard if like if somebody asks me a question about it.
Yeah. I'm saying like she's. I
Actually,
mean,
let me
it's not
see if Tubi
actually
has
no.
it.
It's her character introduction. Actually,
Does
because
Tubi have it?
the
Hola, cabrones.
I think Tubi has it.
Hey, they
I think
got it.
I think it's
Yo,
free on YouTube as well. But like the OVA. But like the opening of the series itself is an attack on the White House, a literal attack on the White House.
what type of show is this?
Read or
It's an
die.
anime. Read or die.
Hmm.
That's what the character from my icon is from. I need to watch it.
Read
Yep,
or die?
Yeah,
yep.
read or
Yomiko Reed.
die.
Her name is
Okay.
Yomiko Reedman, also known
Man,
as also known as the Paper or Agent Paper.
Asian
It
people.
makes sense. It makes sense in context.
I know, but still, it's funny.
Oh,
Can't
you
you let
seen
me
it?
laugh? No, it just
Alright.
sounds funny.
Well, yeah. She's
Agent
codenamed.
paper.
Yeah, she's
Agent
codenamed
paper.
the. Yeah, she's codenamed the Paper, but she's also known as Agent Paper.
Agent paper. Have you met Agent Ink?
Well, there is a character on there that's also known as Agent Deep or Miss Deep.
Oh my god.
Again, it well in her case
It-
it doesn't make sense in context, and she
exactly.
but there is some self awareness to it though,
Oh my god. But still,
which
it's
is
funny.
which was really smart on the right on the dub. It's if you watch a dub you'll get some of it.
No,
I don't know
no,
if there's wait let me finish let me
no,
finish
no,
let me
no. I
finish.
won't let you. I won't let you
I'll
finish.
never take
I'm,
you
I'm not
alive.
I'm never gonna see it in dub. So end of discussion.
I'm not. This is not me opening you up to watching dubs, man. I'm saying I don't know if there's a different context in the sub,
In the sub will make perfect sense. I'll check it out there.
but I'm saying like in the dub, it said she straight up says like, please just call me Nancy. Besides, Miss Deep sounds like a porn star's name.
Oh man. You
It's
know,
around 5, I think 5 fish.
I'm just gonna watch the sub.
I
Maybe
Well,
I'll
no,
will check this out.
I'm
maybe
saying
I'll
that's why.
watch the dub and do a comparison. You
Yeah,
know, that's what I'm
what I'm saying
uh,
is there's some self awareness to the naming conventions of the agent's name. So there's that. But you're gonna end up. She's. It's funny because they call her Nancy throughout the whole series, throughout the whole
Oh god.
duration of the series, anyways.
Oh god.
But she's a cool character though.
I'm gonna do a comparison of that's the first anime video I'm gonna do then.
She might.
Just comparing the dub and the sub to see
Reman
what
might
where
be.
the
I'm saying Reman might be your might be your favorite anime character next to Riley Vincent,
where's Riley Vincent from?
Gunsmith Cats.
Oh, okay. I keep forgetting her name.
Yeah, it's Riley Vincent. And if I
By the
introduce
way,
you to Black Lagoon, you might end up liking
Oh yeah,
Brad,
I know about Black Lagoon. I tried watching it, but I couldn't because my mom kept because it was back when we had a television in the living room, and my mom kept walking in, and she would hear the main character curse.
now you have a PC so you can watch it.
I don't
Yeah,
know
I'm
what's
gonna
your
do that.
excuse anymore. I seriously don't see no excuses anymore. You can watch
Yeah.
your own media now. You're a big girl.
Yep. Yep. You big now.
So
You don't need no
as soon as
master.
you explain that you had your own PC, I'm sitting here in the back like I really don't see where the excuse is.
I'll tell you what the excuse is, Wolf. She forgot. That's the excuse.
She just have
No.
no energy to watch it.
Yeah, no energy.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn, that's some
Black
beautiful clouds.
Black Lagoon requires you to have a certain mind for it to watch it. The
You have
same
to be a
thing,
psychopath.
not that. It's just you
Ha
have
ha
to
ha ha.
be very your mind has to match the energy of Black Lagoon because Black Lagoon is very energetic in words, action, and themes. It's just high octane. Just hit the gas and don't stop.
Yep.
Just I'm just basically giving a long-winded version of fast pace.
Yeah, but don't forget too. It's like that because the main character himself is fucking slow.
Well, the thing is also that kind of anime, but there's also Full Metal Panic. You have to have a certain mind for that and a mind tolerance
Hmm.
for Full Metal Panic. Cause
It's wacky.
if you're well, the thing is if you're
Oh god.
too fast a point where you can tolerate boys getting abused by girls, then you should not be anywhere near Full Metal Panic, even though Sagara deserves it half the time. It's like yeah, like us guys celebrate everything that Sagara does, but we also don't blame Chihiro for what she does to him.
Because he's
It's
a
like,
dumbass.
cause it's yeah, like especially when you meet the blonde guy who is just as good as he is, but also way more mature than he is.
You're like, bro, you need to calm down.
Exactly. You see his other two characters I think her name is May or or Mia.
Mhm.
Oh, what was her name? But like his whole group, what's left of his unit, they're way more. I'm not saying mature as in he's a bad boy like Inuyasha for that matter. It's
Mhm.
like he he's a little boy that eats, sleeps, shits the military to the
Oh,
point
okay.
where he's Tarzan. He is
Yeah.
so fucking Tarzan
Yeah.
when
He's
he
like,
goes into when you take him out of the military life, which he's not honorably discharged from it. He still operates on them. But if you take him away from the military environment and put him in a civilian environment, he just does not blend well in it.
well, duh. You're talking about a kid who's basically completely and utterly not civilian at all. So everything civilian is like strange to him.
which is
Why are
strange
these people?
because which is strange because he's not incapable of speech either. He can talk normal.
No, no, no,
He,
no, no. It's not about that. It's just that his brain does not function in normal society because he finds normal society to be strange to him,
well,
and you can't
not
blame
even
him.
that. He's just military all the way. It's not like normal society is strange to him. It's just the fact that he can barely even function in there socially.
I
That
don't
does
blame
not
him.
mean his social skills is poor. It's the fact that he works best when he's in a military environment. You put him in civilian environment, he does not fit. That's the point of it. He does not fit. He works
Well, of
best
course.
when you when you.
However,
Yeah,
he did
yeah.
better
There we
as a
go.
sort. Wait,
William said it's
let me
best.
fit.
William said best, but go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, Dom.
Come on, man. Let me finish. However, he did better as the story progresses in Full Metal Panic.
Yeah, and the second story or the second raid actually, it's sequel. It's a sequel. The second raid, which I did complete. But yeah, William said it best. He's major pain. He's just he's just so into the military that he works better when he's in a military environment. And even then, they're like, chill out, dude.
Well, here's the thing, Wolf. I think that's a good thing where we need people like that.
Hmm. Oh yeah, no doubt. He gets his job done. Don't make no mistake about
Exactly.
that. He gets his job done. So well. He's just too damn good.
Yeah, and people around him are like, "Is this guy crazy or what?" That type of.
God, I love the part where he gets a haircut at the barber and he fucking had a damn combat knife to his neck.
Mm.
By the way, guys, totally. I saw that short you shared about the guys from Fresh Fit talking about their like.
Yeah. Why there isn't autistic women?
I kind of disagree because that sells autistic guys short. You know.
No, 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 no. Alois, it doesn't sell artistic guys short at all. It just makes their existence more relevant. If you think about it, it means that
Come on, you
actual
bastard.
autism is very low. It's not that much. It's not a lot, and in men, it's very severe. It's not like, oh my god, lol, I'm just autistic like that. No, it's actually an actual debilitating psychological malfunction or biological malfunction. But when it comes to in girls, it's not as debilitating at all because I think most of them, if not all of them, are like that.
I don't think so. I think most girls are aware of what they're doing.
It's
They just
autism is
get
not
they.
about awareness, Alois.
I
Here,
know,
it's
but I'm
more it's
I'm
behavior.
saying chicks like attractive
Slow down,
chicks are
Clay.
aware of what they're doing, so they take advantage of that. And guys too often or not, they let the chicks get away with it.
Yeah, because they don't understand. Men don't understand women because they can't.
Yeah,
Because
they
they
are
have the
simps.
not only simps, Wolf. No, it's not about simps. It's just men in general cannot coexist with women in the fact of like daily life. Because they are two different spheres of existence. It's always been the case like this. It's only that society now in the last 50, 60 years is like forcing them to be together.
My argument is they can't coexist, just as the fact that they're trying their best to not coexist.
No, I'm sorry, Wolf. That's not how it goes.
It's symbiosis,
Exactly, but that's the thing. Symbiosis without constraint on each side. That's how it's
right?
supposed to be. But what's going on is people are trying to force them in. Like for example, if you're looking at like nerds, they have their games and stuff. A girl gets in, and she fucks up everything. Unless she's like Cat or like
All right,
Alois.
Bash. You actually, you know what? That's what I wanted
Mm,
to talk about. That's actually what I wanted to talk about today in the pre-show.
mhm,
Actually,
mhm.
you just jogged up something I had on my mind.
That's good.
Either, well, yeah, yesterday when I was out and about. You know what really got me about the way how nerds are designed today?
Yeah,
Why is it that they want to design nerds to make them look exactly like XP's of Steve Urkel?
because
Nobody, Nobody, even in the 90s and early 2000s to late
behave
2000s, did
behave like that.
not even that. They didn't want to look like that.
Of course not, because here's the thing: you are degrading them to the point where they look like him, and they're like it's a meme. It became a joke, so people don't want to be him, even though they're nerds. But here's the catch: Big Bang Theory made it cool and hip to be nerds, so everybody is like, eh.
That pissed me off.
I know,
Cause
I know.
Thing is,
it pissed me off
Big
to no
Bang
end. Cause
Theory caused the uprise in geek culture. Geeks and nerds are completely different things.
Yes,
Nerds have useful knowledge. They're capable of making use of their knowledge. Geeks
that
have
too.
yes,
useless knowledge that they
yep,
can't even you know utilize in a productive
yeah.
manner.
Yeah, because again, geeks are obsessed with what do you call it, with hobbies and stuff like that, while nerds are interested in either technology, medical, or whatever like specializations that they are in. So that's the thing. And the issue that we have right now is like they just made them all together the same, and everybody is like that, and all geeks and nerds like into comics and shit like that, which isn't the case because we have anime, we have manga, we have tabletop, we have so many stuff,
But I
but
mean,
all is the same.
I'd argue that even if like somebody was into the geek culture thing, they'd still be more useful back then and then than the people of today because they're not even knowledgeable in anything.
Man, they're
That's
watered
a
down
given.
geeks.
But that's the thing, Alois. That's a given because at that time, in that time of history, or that time period, people had to be useful before they can establish themselves as anything. Like you can't be anybody unless you can be somebody to begin with. So they don't be nerd. They don't allow their nerdness to dictate their existence. They become productive people. They get taught good at what job they're good at, be it accounting, be it technology, be it robotics, whatever. Then when they have enough money and they're in control, then they can just, oh, I like this. I like to go to these type of shows and these type of hobbies. That's how it goes. Because in the
Yes.
past, people have to have some use, or else they'll be looked upon, will be looked down upon, and nobody liked that in the past. Like people absolutely hated being looked down on. Anyways, that's my piece.
Mhm.
Give me a second, I'll be back.
Like I
What
said, I
happened?
just
Go on.
episode.
To Dom. He's not even saying anything now. And he
Well, he's
still
in.
hasn't gotten an icon.
Well, he's still behind enemy lines for one. Till he gets home.
It's actually easier to put icons on StreamYard in mobile than it is on computer. Just saying.
Really?
Yeah, because it's easier to download.
Okay.
Just hit
Look
the
at
plus button. Just hit the edit icon thing, and then hit the plus button, and then you should be able to put
that's your new
an icon
nickname,
on.
phone savvy, because woman.
I'm not phone savvy. Like if you throw an iPhone at me, I'll be confused as hell on like how to use it. It's like a whole different ball game.
So bounce off your head. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
You just stand there and just take the hit
Um,
like a like an
well, actually,
animal.
no. I'd probably panic and try and catch it as soon as after it bounces off my head, because I'll be like, "Shit, that's expensive technology. I don't want to pay you for the broken bill."
No, you don't have to pay me shit. You're my you're my human body dummy that I want to test its resilience on. I'm being a bully,
I'm just
aren't I?
surprised my mom
I'm
still
back.
has her iPhone, cause she all like with her. I think it's the fact that she realizes that it's an expensive phone, and that's why she hasn't dropped it that much at all.
That's good. That's good.
Cause like with
Simply,
androids, like it's more affordable, and so she didn't. I mean, sure, she didn't want to drop it, but she was less careful with it.
Just one thing that's been hanging on my mind because of the whole April debacle design wise, and I'm noticing it too a lot in a lot of black, and this is geared towards black characters, mind you,
Yeah,
and it's
they
also
make them
geared towards
black and
any
ugly
other race too as well. But the thing is that they're falling over to this design, and the moment I look at it, I'm like, that's Steve Urkel.
because it is, man.
They they literally took the image of Steve Urkel from Family Matters for those who are not familiar with Steve Urkel,
Mhm.
and just plastered them on every black character that they generate. And when I say create, generate it. Every
Do you
single
know
time, even if
why,
it's
Wolf?
even if it's an original black character, they generate this design of Steve Urkel onto them. You you might as well put the tape in the middle of the glasses too, while you're at it.
Do you know why, Wolf? They do that? It's because they don't know how to make original black characters, so they'll take something that's already established
Neither intelligent
and
ones
use.
either.
Yeah, and they don't know that they don't know how to make intelligent characters without them looking like Steve Urkel or looking like the overly nerdy autistic
And
black
I
guy.
and I thought we were way past the point of put
No,
glasses on them to make them look smart.
no, no, no. This is even worse.
Oh
And
yeah,
and and not only that, they don't make the character like cute or beautiful. They make her ugly.
I'm saying I thought we were past the point of making of in order to show a character that's smart, put glasses on them, even though they
Yeah,
don't do anything smart.
yeah.
Though my
That's the
definition
thing.
of smart or my descriptor of smart or what actions to take to say that you're smart to display intelligence
Yeah.
differs from everybody else. But 9 times out of 10, when I see these motherfuckers do anything remotely quote unquote smart, it's not smart.
Nope.
It's sure as hell
It,
not intelligent, and it's sure as hell don't display the knowledge that the people who write this stuff showing how intelligent these characters are. And I say that, and I think me and a few others have said this too. When people ask how you write an intelligent character or how you write a smart character, you write them as smart as you
in
research.
actions. Yeah.
That too.
With the,
That
yeah.
that is also well. You write them as smart as to limitations of your knowledge that you've acquired or
Mm.
knowledge that you do acquire to write out the scenario and have them solve it in a smart way where because writing intelligent characters is a fickle
Difficult.
thing,
It's difficult too
very difficult because
because you have to write.
nobody's common sense is the same as anybody else's common sense.
Not only that, Wolf. There is a standard that when you write a smart character, you have to write him like Sherlock Holmes. They have to be individualistic, very intelligent when it comes to like their behavior or their knowledge, and they should not be preachy.
Yep. I think I remember what's his name? Masashi Kishimoto commenting how he had a difficult time writing Shikamaru from
Yeah,
Naruto.
yeah,
Always,
yeah.
Yep.
Because
because
Shiko,
he has to be consistent.
yep,
Always.
he has to be consistent. He has to be a genius. Therefore, he has to acknowledge the fact that other people might not see it, but he already saw what the weakness of the opponent is and is already playing like 10
Yep.
steps
And he
ahead or
had to
something.
also make sure that like when people go back and reread it,
Yeah,
because
it's
to
consistent.
check it
Mhm.
that that it that you could see the foreshadowing.
Yeah, like for example, when we're talking about Shikamaru specifically, when he fought Hiden twice, the first time he was just acknowledging his weakness against him and realized what he needed to defeat him. The second time he fought him, he actually made a plan. He set him up, trapped him, and then killed him.
I think my favorite the fight was during the tuning exams
Of
when
course.
when he's first.
With Temari, you mean? Or do you
No,
mean the
not
other?
Tamari, the sound chick. Like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, like it was just it fit his character perfectly. Like just how
Yeah,
he just caught her
he's
in the
lazy.
shadow, and then he
Yeah,
just bent backwards, and she hit her head on the wall. Like,
giving her a concussion, knocking her out.
yeah, and winning that way. And I'm
Yeah,
just like,
because
damn, I did because I expected him to do something more like gruesome.
flashy. Yeah, but if you think about it, he was smart enough because he was using her movement against her. He kept her going to the edge of the battlefield, which is the arena that they're fighting, getting her as close as he can to the wall. Then he caught her, which he already did actually, but he just did not activate the ability of his shadow to control her. Let her play it out, and then he's like, "Oh, by the way, just to let you know, your ninja wire does not make shadow because it's too thin. Didn't you find it odd that I already caught you?" And she's like, "I can't move anymore because he activated it."
Hmm.
But it's more about like technique when it comes to writing smart characters. It's always about not only for shadow, but also the fact that they're thinking ahead. They're thinking ahead. They're having like 100 steps, making like 5 steps, 10 steps before their opponent can even do anything. That's how you know they're smart.
Yep.
But if you're talking about like convenient fighters with plot armor, you can make it that they can just fucking blast through whatever. That's what Naruto does usually, just blasts through everything.
I
That's
kind
why
of
he's not smart.
wish. I kind of wish that Kishi hadn't. Yeah, Kishimoto hadn't gone down that route of
Yeah,
the
making
shonen
him a
trope.
yeah, making him the Goku equivalent of the ninja world.
No, no, I don't have a problem with like the Otosuke being introduced and there being aliens and stuff because that's what the Otosuke are. Uh,
Yeah,
but more so that everything became about having a
power.
giant, powerful attacks rather than keeping it ground level. Because
Oh yeah, yeah,
the
yeah,
traditional ninja
yeah.
being about strategy and just like
That's the thing. That's the thing. Before it was like how to defeat your opponent with tactic and strategy. That's why you saw when Naruto's beating his opponents, he usually basically have traps set them. They can use multiple shadow
I
clones.
think
Hide them.
everybody's fight like ever was the Zabuza arc. It's just like memorable.
Yeah, that's like one of the best fights because literally it's all about a bunch of genin who can't even fight anybody. Literally
Overcoming.
outsmart, overcoming a Jonin level, high level nuking out of just
I think it
straight
was
nuts.
also a perfect introduction into the Keka Genkai as well.
Yep, because Sasuke.
Yeah,
There was,
man,
but
got
anyways,
y'all
let's go.
started.
Yeah, then let's go back to what Wolf was talking about because I feel like we derailed this too much.
Yep.
And Wolf is like in the background, like you fucking assholes. This is my show.
Oh,
Coming in here with that Naruto talk,
who
knowing
was
You know
damn
what I
well
who
mean?
was
I
Kakuzu
ain't for
again?
that shit.
Because I didn't watch Shippuden, guys. I only well, actually, that's a lie.
We
I
ain't
watched.
fist begin to no damn Shippuden either, so you might as
I
well drop
know,
it.
I know, but I saw Naruto versus Kakuzu in the chat right now. It says
Yeah.
Air Gears here. What's up, dude?
it's like
Hello.
Naruto versus
Anyway, getting
Kakuzu
back
is
on
probably
track.
the worst fight in the series. I think that
Y-
was in Shippuden, so I can't comment on it.
yes,
All the
it
fights in
was.
Shippuden was terrible.
Yeah, they were pretty bad.
I don't know. I think Granny Chiho and Sakura versus Sasori was a good one.
Yeah, because
Who
that
told you
what
that lie?
both of those two were normal shinobi by standards. And
Yep.
he is a very powerful Nukinen, meaning that he basically broke all the rules and he's a very powerful shinobi. So that's
Look,
why it's
god
a good
damn it.
story. But anyways, let's
Sorry,
give
Mapo
Wolf
Jelly.
back his show before he kills us. Because he'll be like, "You motherfuckers in this Naruto shit, stop it!"
Y'all funny, but whatever.
Anyway,
I,
as you were saying,
I
Wolf,
think it
before the
was last.
duration,
I'm just like I said, it's just been a thing I've been observing since their creations. They seem to be always having to just give them glasses for the sake of giving them glasses.
I'm making
Though
them smart.
majority of the people that create these kind of characters barely even wear glasses, let alone wear glasses to see. It's kind of funny how they try to endorse mental health and disability and all that stuff, but they mock people with disabilities by creating characters as such.
Oh,
because they
Yep.
don't
kind
realize
of.
it.
It kind of reminds me of that trend of seeing girls wearing fake glasses with no lens in them to look smarter.
Yeah.
Which is dumb.
Oh man, I heard that apparently a study was done on it and it actually works. The teachers grade them better for having glasses.
Because
Oh
it meant
wow.
that they usually people would assume that we study.
Yep.
Because a weakness of eyes is due to reading too much or watching something too much. So that in its purpose basically gives the notion that you're a studious person to people. People assume that you're a better student. So therefore, they would grade them better because of that. That's normal. That's because people are shallow. They don't have the time to overly,
To
uh,
investigate.
yeah, overly to investigate or like deep investigations on people. That's the thing. People are shallow by nature, so they look at the surface level so that they can validate whatever opinion they have. Just think about it. A lot of the times nowadays, they say girls are more studious than boys. They say that a lot. So
Boys mature fast. Girls mature faster than boys. What a
exactly.
fucking lie.
Hmm.
Oh, actually, there's data backing that up, but it's only to an extent. Eventually,
Yeah.
Exactly.
guys catch up.
That's what we're saying, Aluz. That's why it's just
They
it's a
make it
lie
sound like
because
it's a. They make it sound like it's a known fact, or
yeah,
it's a definitive fact
men
where
who take place and men take
it's
like
just
10 years to
proper.
mature.
Yeah,
Sorry, bro.
it propagates this notion that's what makes the female the superior gender. If that's so, then why are there dudes now infiltrating women's spaces?
It's because women were never better than men to begin with. They just think so.
I disagree, but I don't think either gender is the superior one because each
No,
Actually,
it's
has
not.
its strength.
Alois, I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but men are better than women. Men are even better as at being women than women.
He's funny.
Floating. Come on, man.
Well, excuse me, I've tried to be funny. Come on.
I
I
mean,
know, you're
we got the
joking.
desecration of the image of the geek. Now we got the
Yeah.
desecration of the image of the woman.
Yep.
Hell, and yet the image of the male stays the same
Because
to
again,
some extent.
yep,
It's
it's
uh,
becoming more feminized men. But yes, you're right, Wolf.
The
They're
image of the
forcing
man.
people to wear a dress.
Yeah, I'm
it's
saying that.
cause it's cause they need an enemy. That's why.
Of course,
Duh.
I
we
don't
need
know
to
if you guys
remind
heard
everybody
of
who's
that
the
book
enemy is.
called True Believers.
True believers.
There's a book called The True Believers, and in it it discusses how um oh man, I can't remember. It's been a long time since I heard it referenced. But in the
Okay.
book, um it discusses how all these, is it called True Believers? Hold on, let me look it up. True Believers.
Oh God,
Alois, when you bring up a subject, make sure you remember it before you bring it up.
Uh huh.
she's being too spontaneous for her own good, and it's really
Exactly.
harming her than helping her.
Yep.
Alright,
Mm-hmm.
so I can't remember the exact title. Oh wait, The True Believer. Hold up, I found it. Thoughts on the Nature of Mass Movements.
Hmm.
It's a classic. It talks about the nature of what draws people in to these mass movements and stuff, and in it explains that there needs to be an enemy to fight, and because of that, you see it's why you see all these groups throughout history that go crazy,
Of
Hmm.
um
course they will.
create this effigy or character that they're fighting against.
And it also leads to suicide, mass suicide.
Yeah, psychosis, suicide, you name it.
I'm just saying, it's usually the end goal for each cult. It's mass
Yep.
Yep.
suicide because apparently
I think
the enemy is too great to
in the
overcome,
book
so self
We.
terminate.
Yep.
Yeah, I think in the book it
Uh,
mentions the reason
well,
why the funny
well, you're not
mustache
wrong. Like not,
man.
but not every.
Wait a minute, guys. Eloise is positing.
All right, so in the book, the reason why the funny mustache man was brought up is because he's the one who did it successfully on mass, and it doesn't help that a lot of the stuff that he was riling against were things that uh, the people in Weimar that were in charge of the
Waymark,
current.
Germany.
Yep, the people in Weimar, Germany, the people in charge of entertainment and the banking system, all those people, they were actually doing all that shit. So it didn't come out of nowhere. So that's why he was successful in his endeavors, because it's he was right about a lot of those people. And because
These
the people in the lower classes didn't keep their elites in check of their particular group, um, they got swept along. They didn't care that it was hurting the native populace of Germany because it didn't affect them, and that's why they ended up where they ended up. So that whole famous quote, "I didn't care because of blank, because blank I wasn't blank." Well, I think it also you should also apply to "I didn't care because I wasn't a German" when these things were happening in Weimar Germany. That's why this whole thing began.
What
Yep.
were you gonna say, Dom? Are you avoiding drive-bys?
He's muted.
Oh, true believer.
It's called The True Believer: Thoughts on the Nature of Mass Movements. It's a perennial classic. So hold up.
Perennial classic. In the year 2525, if man is still alive, if woman could survive, they will fight.
I wonder what perennial means.
You have a dictionary, don't you?
Yeah, I'm looking it up right now. But what's coming up is a plant.
Well, wrong dictionary. You're looking at a digital dictionary. Look up your own dictionary.
I need to get my own dictionary. My mom threw away my old dictionaries.
Oh, you need caps so
Oh,
badly.
okay. Perennial. Lasting and indefinitely long time, enduring, appearing again and again, or year after year, recurrent, synonym, continual, living 3 or more years. Okay, there you go.
We need to have her read more often. She sounds way more coherent than she usually is. Kidding, kidding.
No, it's fine. I used to read a lot, but it was a lot of fiction. I'm trying to get more into reading nonfiction.
It ain't about that. It's just you have a better speech pattern when you're reading.
Oh yeah, that's because the teachers in my elementary school, they made me read a whole lot out loud. They did that because they wanted us to practice public speaking.
Which is good.
Yep.
And we lost two of these knuckleheads.
Yep. Oh,
I got
there's
I got disconnected, and I'm not a knucklehead, dumbass.
You are a
he is
knucklehead.
he is a fried shrimp. Yes.
Yes, I.
No, you're a meat popsicle.
Come on. Look at his icon and tell me that isn't the best icon there is.
Yeah,
Humbles is better.
it's a cute character from a cute anime.
I forgot what was that chick, the hamster girl that with the soda and that tarp over her head.
Uh, I forgot the name of that one.
Hamster girl with a tarp over her head.
She's wearing like a hamster cloak on top of herself, and
She basically she basically becomes a member of society outside, but at home she's basically a She likes to snack and be lazy. And her brother is like,
Oh, Himoto Umaru-chan.
yeah, she's basically a hermit at home. I think the lobster is affecting me.
Oh god. Uh, how badly?
Not that badly, just my hands are itchy.
You know, if I have to go to an anime convention, I'm just gonna dress up as Umaru-chan. It's like the laziest cosplay ever. It's perfect.
There's a
Because the
lot.
character the character is lazy.
Yeah, I know.
There's a lot of lazy designs that could be.
I'll go as Mexican Umaru. That puts more effort because I'm seeing an image right now of Mexican Umaru. She's wearing a mariachi hat with sunglasses and maracas.
Yeah, because she's part of the show.
Bounce back.
Well, what I was about to say, Wolf, is not, not, well, mass suicides and cult like don't happen all the time. All the time,
I mean, to
however,
be
like,
fair with the Kool-Aid cult though, he did give them an option not to, and they still went through with it.
yeah, but the
Some
point,
people did leave the cult after that.
but still, like, the point is, like, even though, like, mass suicides within cults is not an everyday thing, like, people, like, will follow them, like, to the end of the earth instead of really stop and think to themselves and realize that what they're doing is very inhumane.
Because people forget about that. Remember, they make the enemy inhumane to begin with, so it makes them easy. It makes it easier for them to be inhumane to them.
Reminds me of the Man on Fire episode of Black Mirror, where they take the soldiers and put put these eye lenses on their on in their eyes, and every time they saw the enemy, they saw cockroaches. When in actuality they've been shooting regular people,
Yeah. Oh, by the way,
all
well,
for
I think
eugenics.
yeah, that's how it is. It comes to like the great utopia.
And you want to know what caused this? What caused this unique design for their soldiers?
What?
It's because back when they want soldiers to kill each other, they hesitated on the battlefield. So they came up with that design. If you put the veil over their eyes, they have no problem taking out the enemy. And I'm saying that in air quotes, by the way.
Yeah, because that's how it is when it comes to human beings.
Oh my god, that shit had me rolling when I do monologue to old boy, and I said, "Damn, just damn." Right, that's what it took for soldiers to actually act like what their version of a good soldier is. Interesting. Interesting take, Black Mirror. I'll give you that. Most of your other episodes are shit, though.
Yeah. Hey, Wolf. It turns out like I am allergic because I'm getting all the symptoms,
Oh, damn.
So
but
it's
not
seafood.
to lobster.
I know, but is this applicable to all the seafood that you eat?
No, because I eat tuna just fine.
Oh, okay.
It's just, and it's like pretty light to be honest with you. It's just that my skin is heating up, feeling itchy.
Um, yeah, I get
And,
I get that when I'm actually trying to
kiwi.
cook shrimp.
Ah,
I can eat shrimp just fine. It's just I can't make it because my
mm.
hands just start breaking out into hives.
Oh, okay, that's weird.
Yep.
So you guys want to take a break? Well, take a nap
I
before
will.
we get into the real show later on tonight?
Yeah, I gotta go because I'm outside, so I have to take the bus.
I gotta go shower.
I'll see you later, guys.
I'd like to thank everybody for being here. Those few of you and those non-existent motherfuckers keep popping in and out. Thank you everybody for listening to us dead airing and then finally waking up to have something to talk about. Well, let's give a good welcome back to the Bear of the North, Eloise clone.
I'll just.
You don't have a consistent name, girl.
I'm sticking with Alois Adrift or Alois Adrift now.
That's what you say for now. Then you make a new one.
No, I'm sticking to this.
You
That's
better.
pretty much it.
Otherwise, I'm
Yep.
gonna forever call you Eloise the clone.
Oh
Or
no, no,
Alois.
Alois with 1,000 faces.
Even Ishi, like when he was because I think who mentioned it? I think it was you, Twali. You mentioned that you mentioned me in the front
Hmm.
the dedications page,
Yep.
Yep,
and he just wrote in Alois.
Yeah. So
as you
make your name
should.
Alois. Yeah, just make your
Yeah,
name Alois.
that's what I'm just gonna be from now on, just
For what
Alois.
she's talking about, she's referencing Booze and Steel in the introduction in the very first page, dedicating to those who support the book. So yes, head over to Jay Shirofini or Warcraft podcast to check out Ishi and Kat Rocha from Zero One Productions, and definitely go ahead and look up Josh Finney for your own copy of Booze of Steel. It's a very informative book series, and that's right, I said it. Book series in the works. Part one has already been released. So go
Holy
ahead
shit!
onto Amazon and get you a copy of Booze of Steel.
Yep,
Once
you
again,
can
that's
find me
J.
in their dedications page, bro.
Girl, don't no, nobody like a damn vain. You,
I'm
you you
just laughing.
you the last person I would think to ever want to partake in vanity.
Oh no,
Damn, girl.
I'm laughing at it because like I don't, let's just leave it at that.
Negro say bye.
All right, guys. See ya. Oh, and by the way, the fan favorite chapter as of right now is chapter on Japan.
Cool. The African snake Twode.
Well, it's a pleasure to talk to you again, and adios, amigos.
Get that itchiness looked at and drink a lot of water.
Uh,
Yeah,
inject
I
yourself
will.
with the EpiPen.
No, I won't. I am not that weak.
All right.
The
I
man
will
of a
fight
few
with this.
the man of a few words for whether or not we allow him to. The Hound of the South, Dominic Powell.
Well, that about does it for the second episode of our pre-afternoon show. This is the House of South Donnie Powell, the second in command of the Wolf Squadron and secondary optimist of this organized chaotic bunch. Hopefully we'll see you all again for tomorrow for tonight's nice episode of the Real Millennials, where this time we'll be talking about some gaming. And if there are any other topics that you'd like us to discuss in the future, make sure you put them down in the comment section down below, and make sure you like, share, and subscribe to Wolf 10 Media's channel. This is the Hound South Donald Powell signing off, and remember to keep up the good fight and keeping hope, idealism, and optimism alive in the world.
Negro, is you dodging cars? Sounds like you're dodging cars.
He's
All
running
that.
through the highway like that scene in the Panic book.
I ain't never heard of the Panic book.
It's by that I forgot her name. Oliver something.
The bitch's name is Oliver.
I think her last name might have been Oliver. Jane
Okay.
Oliver. Yeah. It was a young adult novel that I mean I thought it was good, but it's like there were some things that didn't add up, like who was behind the event, because it sounds like a shadowy organization.
As always. Starting getting tired of shadowy organizations. They're becoming a
Well,
tired
I
trope.
mean, it was a small scale stuff. It was like this town. has these challenges that they hand out, and like the teenagers competed in it because they wanted to get that money that people always heard about. And it by the end of it, it turns out the best friend was actually the one who decided the winner. So like each year they choose one person to decide the winner.
Vote
There's
by
still there's still
popularity.
the Alpha Wolf.
And one of the challenges, since I mentioned it already, is you'd had to like tie a bandana around your eyes, and you would have to run across the highway and try not to get hit by a car or a truck because it was a highway with a lot of
Oh,
traffic.
she finally got to what she was referencing.
Yep.
You poor thing.
Always keep it short. Keep whatever it is that you're referencing short and simple. All right. Don't go into too much details.
I'm gonna be an
That
awesome
comes later.
YouTuber, guys, because I,
Yes,
I
you
can
are.
just I can just pad the time.
Yes, you will. You can also pad the time when I step away if it's just me and you.
What?
Yep, I said it. Don't be looking at me with that blush icon. Anyways, this is your Wolf Commander Wotan. Once again, remind you guys you are the UN Spacey. Welcome to the Wolf Fleet.
This video is going to let you hear the sound of the tokay lizard, also known as the fuck you lizard, which I met up with in Thailand.